Thinking about visiting Colorado Springs or maybe live here and wondering what you may have missed? I've got a bunch of places to suggest that are free to visit, my favorite kind of places. Number one on anyone's bucket list should be Garden of the Gods, where towering sandstone fins glow pink and gold as the sun rises. Locals walk their dogs along winding trails. I can't even count the number of hours I've put in running the trails. Climbers climbing to ancient rock faces, bikers race up and down the paved roads. You could spend hours here wandering, photographing, or simply staring at the famous balanced rock, letting the scale of it all sink in without paying a cent. A short drive away, Red Rock Canyon Open Space offers a quieter kind of magic. Trails weave through crimson cliffs and scrubby foothills, revealing sweeping views of the city below and Pikes Peak looming in the distance. This is another paradise for hikers, runners, climbers, and bikers. It's the kind of place where time slows down, where every turn in the path feels like a small discovery, and it's full of cool history. Other cool hiking spots include Pulpit Rock, Palmer Park, Ute Valley Park, and too many more open spaces to name. A quick Google search will yield a ton of options. This town is dotted with parks like Memorial, Bear Creek, America the Beautiful, and more. Aunt Shazy loves museums, especially free museums. So I'll tell you about 4 here in the area. I've done a video on each one, so please check them out. After you've finished watching this video, of course. This is also a good time to remind you to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. First, downtown. History unfolds at the Colorado Springs Pioneers Museum. Inside a beautifully restored courthouse, stories of indigenous cultures, frontier life, military history, and modern innovation come together. It's thoughtful, immersive, and surprisingly moving. A reminder that this city's past is just as compelling as its scenery. Also downtown, and a bit down the same road, Tejon Street, is the Rocky Mountain Motorcycle Museum. Even if you aren't a biker, the museum is really cool to visit for a look at vintage through modern bike designs, memorabilia, and the Colorado Motorcycle Hall of Fame. A short drive away is the Penrose Heritage Museum. That combines 3 distinct sections or galleries into one very cool museum. Named for philanthropist and railroad magnate Spencer Penrose and his wife Julie, the museum preserves the early people, industries, and innovations that helped shape Colorado Springs and the surrounding region. First, there's the Carriage Gallery. You'll find beautifully restored horse-drawn carriages, early automobiles, and railroad artifacts that tell the story of how the West was settled. One of the museum's highlights is its deep connection to Western heritage and rodeo culture, showcasing how transportation, ranching, and sport evolved side by side in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The Pikes Peak International Hill Climb experience is beyond cool. Built to actually emulate the famous race and drive up Pikes Peak, you'll see actual cars and motorcycles, including ones that have crashed in this section. Tons of information from Spencer's dream to build the highway to the dangerous, sometimes deadly race that happens every summer. Upstairs is the third gallery, the Heritage Gallery. This is where you can dive deeper into the lives of Spencer and Julie Penrose, with many items from their lives in Colorado Springs, stories from childhood through their deaths, and a look at just how much they contribute to Colorado Springs, from their endowments via the El Pomar Foundation, the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Center, the building of the Broadmoor Hotel, and so much more. If art is more your thing, follow the public sculptures scattered throughout the city, or head to the UCCS campus and the Creek Walk to see the striking wind sculptures created by the late artist Starr Kempf. They spin and sway against the mountain backdrop, turning engineering into poetry. Yep, I've done a video in more depth on the man and his work that you might want to check out. I didn't forget about the fourth museum. It's on the very east side of town and does require going online and getting a pass. It's the Peterson Air Space Museum on Peterson Air Force Base. It started in 1982 as the NORAD Visitor Center and has grown into an aviation walk through time. The oldest structure is actually the Old City Hangar, built in 1928, and they have a plane you can walk inside of with a docent to get in-depth information of military life and service. Besides cool planes, they have early generation satellites, the Cheyenne Mountain Operations Center, and radar displays. On your drive over to the base, take a quick stop and pay your respects at the northwest corner of Memorial Park, where you'll find the International Association of Firefighters Fallen Firefighter Memorial that honors the over 8,000 fallen firefighter heroes from 1919 until today. These are some of the richest experiences in Colorado Springs that don't cost a thing. All they ask is that you show up, look around, and breathe it in. If you've been to these spots before, comment below and let me know how many you've been to. Or, if I've missed one of your favorite free spots, let me know so I can go check it out for myself.